Willie D Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I let a few hundred of y'all come in, and then I'm going in. But in the meantime, in the between time, I'm going to give out some shout outs to the early birds. Let's see. Okay, looks like they still playing with my channel over there, fam. People are not getting their notifications, and I'm not showing up in the sidebar. What's going on? What's really going on out there? Say it ain't so. What's up, Laurie Parks? Naptown in the building. What it do? Yeah, they playing games, fam. They playing games. Let's see. Let's see what we doing over here. Let me go over here and take a look at something right quick. Let me take a quick peep at something right quick. Yeah, fam, as I suspected. Yeah, my notifications are not going out. My videos are not popping up. That's why the count is so low. You look at my live videos and my posted videos, and you can see that my videos are not reaching my audience. So something's going on, something funny is going on. We're gonna get to the bottom of it. But in the meantime, in between time, what's up, Wendell? Tarita Grinstead or Grinstead. What's up, Rodney? What it do? All right, fam. Look, man. Look, I'm just gonna go in, man, and work with what I got right here. So we got a situation. Let me put up a picture of Twitch right quick. Y'all remember Twitch? Twitch was the DJ for several years for the Ellen Show. He was also an executive producer. And Twitch met its untimely demise on December 13th, 2022. Allegedly, Twitch was suicidal. So he took his own life. Although there were no prior reports at any point in his lifetime of him being suicidal or having any type of mental issues. Let his wife, Allison, tell it. They were happily married. You know, they were always on the videos, dancing and stuff, you know. Looked like they were just having a good time. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this man got everything in front of him. Career going good. Got a loving family, allegedly. And just out of nowhere, he just wakes up one day and decides, I don't want to be in this world anymore, and I'm going to leave my lovely children behind with my lovely wife to fend for themselves in this wild, crazy, beautiful world. How much sense does that make to you? I don't know, but it makes zero sense to me. Someone else who has a problem with it is Twitch's brother. Twitch's brother says that he didn't think that Allison was sincere in her grief, in so many words. He also accused of Allison of being a fraud. He said that she moved on too quickly. Reportedly, Allison is now keeping her deceased husband's family away from their kids. Yeah, fam. And Twitch's brother is speaking out about it. Now, you know, here's the thing about life, fam. Here's the thing about life. People are allowed to grieve differently. We all know that we grieve differently. Let me put a picture of the wife. This is the wife and the brother. That's Twitch's brother. So we know people grieve differently. We know that. But I'm going to tell you, fam, I got to call a strike, and a ball, a ball. When I saw the wife's reaction to his death, she just didn't seem to be that bothered. And in her first video, where she jumped on social media and appeared to be distraught, it just didn't come across as genuine to me. I mean, I wasn't even digging, fam. I wasn't even digging. I'm just saying it just didn't come across. Just on surface, it just didn't seem sincere. First of all, she moved on like really quickly. She moved on, I mean, like super quick. Let's see if I can find her statement. Twitch's wife, Allison, statement. See if I can find it. Okay, here's the statement. Here's a statement that Twitch's wife released. This is like right after his death. I just want to say thank you all. I just want to say thank you for all the love and support you guys have sent me and my family this time. It has been very challenging and emotional, but you guys have brought so much hope and inspiration to us by sharing stories, memories, and moments in different ways that Stephen impacted your life. She says this in a 2-minute clip on social media. He was someone who was just beautiful. He lived his life from love, and he made you feel a certain way. My family and I have always said that we wanted to make sure that our purpose was lived out by bringing joy to people, joy to the people's homes from dance or love, she added. And that's not going to change us. It's going to feel a little bit different, but we know that that's our purpose. And we'll still do that to this day. And I hope that we can remember the feeling he gave us and that we can still move from there. We can still move and choose love, and we can choose grace. We can still choose kindness. She concluded her heartfelt message by saying, I will always be there for you guys, and I appreciate you being there for us at this moment. It goes a really far way for us, so thank you. Now, Twitch died, who was a dancer, and a television host, died by suicide on December 13, 2022, at the age of 40. His wife was the first to share the news of his death through a statement. This is the statement that she first dropped. This is a statement, not video, the statement. It is with the heaviest of hearts that I have to share my husband, Stephen, has left us. She wrote this one day later, fam. Stephen lit up every room he stepped into. He valued family, friends, and community above all else. And leading with love and light was everything to him. He was the backbone of our family, the best husband and father, and an inspiration to his fans. It is with the heaviest of hearts that I have to share my husband, Stephen, has left us. Stephen lit up every room. Okay, I got that. He lit up every room. It's with the heaviest hearts. He was the backbone of the family, What I have a problem with, family, is the lack of questioning the husband's death. Now, let me paint the picture of what the picture they painted for the world. They were always on videos, dancing. Twitch was always smiling. They appeared to be a happy couple. He was a loving father. He doted over his children. I think he had 2 by her, and she had 1 from a previous marriage or a previous relationship. So he doted over his children and his wife. This is a man that had reportedly no history of mental health, no accusations of being suicidal, no reports of being depressed, seemingly happy. He got the whole world in front of him. He's living the dream. He's a judge on one of the biggest entertainment shows in the world. So you think you can dance? He getting money, paper. He can write his own ticket. He's on one of the biggest talk shows in the world, Ellen. He's an executive producer. He DJ. He's getting millions. He got his loving wife. He got his loving family. Why on earth would that man want to commit suicide? Nobody asked that question. Well, I guess we did, but nobody that investigated, I guess, asked that question. Remember how fast the police decided that it was a suicide? Case closed. They didn't really, what happened to the maid that supposedly found him? Or the manager that was supposedly there? Where are those conversations? We ain't heard not one of them talk yet. At least I haven't heard them talk. Where are those conversations? It's like they only spoke to the wife, and the wife said, yep, he dead. He did it. He killed himself, and that's it. Wouldn't a wife that really loved her husband, at least I would think, that a wife who really loved her husband and really believed that her husband was really happy with his life, would at least say, okay, Stephen is no longer with us. That's confirmed. He was the backbone of the family. He lit up every room. But I don't believe he killed himself. Wouldn't that sound plausible to you? Wouldn't that be a natural reaction for someone who lost a family member and they didn't believe that family member was in bad shape mentally? He had no reason. And for her, as far as her, he had no reason to want to kill himself. So why didn't she question it? Why didn't she question it? That seemed like it would be a natural response to question it. Why didn't she question it? See, I need answers, fam. Like, I'm not riding with this. I'm not cool with this. Check out at this grave site. This is these pictures appear to be superimposed. But in any event, I'm just not sold on the whole thing. After Allison announced she would be joining the panel for So You Think You Can Dance, Twitch's brother snapped. His cousin snapped also. The cousin said, shame on Fox. Can't support them after hiring Allison Holker after her extreme disrespect for the Boss family after Stephen's death. So yeah, you know, normally when somebody get killed, the first thing people do is say, or somebody died, especially if it seems suspicious or just a little suspicious. you say, well, who stands to benefit the most? If he dies, who stands to benefit the most? Well, the wife would stand to benefit the most. She would gain control of his estate, which she did. And in doing so, reportedly, she made the family sign an NDA. The family, although they were in disagreement with the terms of the NDA, they signed it anyway. I guess they wanted to move on. But she has control of his estate, and now she has his old job. You tell me, who stood to benefit the most from Stephen Twitch Boss's death? She got his old job, fam. I'm not a detective, although you can say the D in my last name stands for detective, Willie Detective. That's me today. I'm going to be a detective today. My basic one-on-one detective's instincts say, who stand to benefit the most from the death of Stephen Twitch Boss? First of all, when you go to the police academy or you go to investigation school, the first thing they let you know is anytime somebody dies and they have a significant other, the significant other is always the first or the primary suspect. Even if they're innocent, they're still considered a suspect until they're ruled out. It appears to me that there was no investigation to do any ruling out. It was like everybody just immediately accepted it. Nobody's questioning whether this man was bumped off. We just gonna accept this, just like, okay, cool. The man just got up one day and decided he wanted to exit his perfect life. He just want to exit. He don't want nothing else to do with this. He want to leave 3 beautiful kids behind. He just want to leave his kids behind. Knowing how wild and crazy this world is, he just gonna leave his kids behind and just leave it all to the mama to deal with. He just couldn't handle it, even though he ain't nobody had no conversations with him about mental health, depression, none of that. He just gonna wake up one day and decide he gonna kill himself. Family, it makes no sense to me. And I'm going to speak on this, family. If nobody else will, I'm going to continue to speak on this. It makes no sense to me. Fox knows that the family and Allison, Twitch's ex-wife, is beefing. They know how angry that the family is about her allegedly keeping the kids away from them. They're saying that she won't allow the kids to be around her in-laws. She treats them like outlaws. She ain't gonna allow them to be around. But Fox gave her his job, rewarded her with his job. Y'all don't think that's a slap in the face to the family? Like, did the family get any consideration for the family? Just to me, just seems like a bad PR move. But there are a number of people who have accepted it and moved on. Like, they don't, like, it's a trip because the internet is full with investigators. Like, everybody is a private investigator on the internet. But it just seemed like when Twitch died, although it looks very suspicious to me, people had very little to say. Oh, yeah, it seemed a little suspicious, but that's it. And go on about their business. I'm not buying it, fam. I'm not buying it. I don't believe it. I got it, fam. We all grieve differently. I got it. But man, for this man to die and there not be some type of serious investigation into his death, they just gonna automatically accept the fact that he well, I'm not gonna say accept the fact, but accept it as fact that he committed suicide. That's preposterous to me. That's Stephen's mother and his brother right there on the picture with him. That's Stephen to the left, his mother, and then his brother, right? Now, Allison has a new book. Allison Holker, his ex-wife or his widow wife, has a book out, a children's book. And tWitch's mother was on Instagram not long ago, showing the book off, showing that she had just received her book through Amazon. And there were some people who took exception to that. They were like, that book should have been hand delivered to you. I'm assuming that the book had something to do with the kids in some kind of way. But they're saying the book should have been delivered to the mother, but the mother, nevertheless, was very excited to receive the book. And, you know, she didn't have any complaints at that time. But a lot of people took note that that should have been a situation where that book should have been hand delivered to the mother. This is why I tell y'all a lot of times, family, when people start talking that us against the world talk, you got to watch it. I would never, ever, ever, ever be with a woman who my family disapproved of. Now, I know some of y'all got some families that are really foul and they don't approve of nothing. And they devils. I got it. But when you got family who genuinely love you and try to look out for your best, and they want to see you win, they want to see somebody with you that's good for you, and they want somebody good for you. And they know how hard it is to find somebody that's good for you. So when you find somebody that's good for you, they're going to see it and they're going to cheer it on. I'm talking about good family. I ain't talking about the ones that don't want to see you have good. I'm talking about the ones who you know, those of you who know you got good family, you got good friends who genuinely want to see you do well in life. If them people don't like that, your significant other, you better get another significant other. Because all of them can't be lying. They don't want the worst for you. They want the best for you. So it seems like to me, there was some type of issues well before that because the brother just got a whole lot to say about his sister-in-law. Seemed like there was some issues ahead of time. It really does take a village to raise a child. It takes a village not only to raise a child, but it takes a village to maintain order, to maintain good energy, to maintain a relationship. Man, can you imagine how boring it would be, how methodical it would be, mechanical it would be? To be in a relationship is just you and one other person, and that's it. Just you and your significant other. Y'all ain't got no family, no close family, no nothing. Y'all ain't got no close friends, no nothing. I would go as far as to saying y'all need some therapy. I know it. I know some of y'all think y'all got it figured out, but nah, man, something wrong with that picture. If I got a woman And she has a friend that I know is a good person. If she has family that I know that loves her and she loves them, I would never try to distance her from the people who love her, who genuinely love her. Oh, I'm gonna speak up if I know she around them snakes. But the ones who I know who are really good for her, there's no way possible that I would try to distance her from them. But you got people that do it every day. That's a red flag. Anytime you're in a relationship with somebody who don't like your family, don't want you around your family, and you and your family are good to you, you better run. You better run for the hills and the valleys. You better run. Going to the comments. Queen Jet Black, what up? I see crazy people. Make sure y'all smash up the likes, fam. Smash up the likes. My channel is not doing the numbers that it normally does, like the numbers that it's supposed to be doing. I don't know what's going on, but it's something going on with my channel, fam. Right now, this video, we're supposed to be a few thousand people watching this video, watching this broadcast at this moment. And I think we got like 600 people. We do better than that. We do way better than that. So I don't know what's going on, but we got to get to the bottom of this. We're going to get to the bottom of this. DB, what up? Guess. Fam, let's do a poll right quick. Let's do a poll. Make sure y'all smash up the likes. Smash up the likes, fam. Let's get this algorithm moving, man. You know, when you hit that like button, you know, the video pop up more in the suggestions and stuff like that, you know. So hit that like button and let's put it in their face. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you comment. Don't just watch. I know some of y'all like to just be like, look, y'all, some of y'all like detectives. Y'all just be watching, doing this here. And you know, some of y'all be entertained by it, but some of y'all just be watching. If you're entertained, if you like if you appreciate the content, leave a comment, fam. It goes a long ways with the algorithm. You know, I don't know why it does that, but that's just the way it operates. You know, so make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you thumbs up. In fact, let me see before I answer any more. Before I go into any more, before I go into this poll, I'm gonna do a poll right quick. But before that, I want to check something out real quick. I want to check out what this like. I want to check out what this like ratio is. This like to view ratio is. So we got 612 people watching, and this got to be wrong. Ain't no way this is right. See what I'm saying, fam? 13 likes. Okay. 617 people watching. Hold on. Let me see. Let me go through this go through the back door.
Drifted your first state.
313 people. See what I'm saying, fam? Something wrong. 313 likes, and we got 611 people watching. That means some of y'all on here is either some haters on here, either half of y'all some haters, or I got some people on here who just ain't showing their appreciation for me taking the time out of my busy schedule to bring y'all this content. Now, I know it's somebody else out here speaking on this, but it ain't too many people out here speaking on this particular subject matter. Like, they ain't saying, I don't know what it is, fam. I don't know what's going on, but ain't too many people speaking on this. And I'm telling you, something's going on. Something is going on with this case. This is more than meets the eye. We got smash up the like button, fam. Smash up those likes. We got 353 likes, 606 people watching, which is really should be more like 6,000 people. Well, if I want to, typically it's around 3,000 to 4,000 people watching. Typically, at any given time, it's around 3,000 to 4,000 people are watching. So I know something's going on with my channel that I have no control of. But right now we're at 611. The like to watching ratio is not adding up. That means we got some haters in the house. That's all that is. We got some haters in the house. Stacy Galore, what up? RJ Funches. Okay, here it is, fam. Thumbs up if you believe foul play. If you believe foul play was involved in Twitch's murder. Well, I said murder. In Twitch's death. Thumbs up if you believe foul play was involved in Twitch's death. Thumbs down if you say, no, man, it is what it is. The man killed himself and that's it, leave it alone. Thumbs down. Thumbs down if you believe that he killed himself. If you believe the police story. If you believe the police story, thumbs down. Thumbs up if you believe foul play was involved in the death of Stephen Twitch Boss. So I see Chump says thumbs up. Francine, thumbs up. King Jess, thumbs up. Diamond, up. Notifications, up. David, up. Angela, up. Michelle, up. Empress, up. Real, up. Kasha Hines, up. Creole, up. Shantae, up. Angela, up. Shanora, up. Jason, up. Tracy, up. Stina, up. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. See, that alone. See, everybody ain't dumb, man. That alone should tell these people to look at that case a little closer. I mean, you don't really have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure out something is amiss. Come on, fam. That man deserved justice just like anybody else. And his family deserved justice just like anybody else. Something ain't right about this case. Something ain't right. Somebody need to have the courage to go in and investigate and figure out what happened. This case was like open and shut way too fast. This is a major celebrity, fam. This is a guy that's on TV 5 days a week on national television, international television. And he commits suicide. They say he commits suicide. He's seemingly happy. He ain't got no kind of track record of having mental health issues. Ain't nobody that we know of that's out to kill him. The wife say that they having a happy, great relationship. Everything's cool. He love his kids. He love his wife. And one day he just wake up and say, I want to just go out and go to a hotel and kill himself. Come on, fam. Who would accept that? You wouldn't accept it if it happened to one of your family members. So why would you accept it happening to Twitch's family? Why? Come on, fam, that don't make sense. I personally believe that the wife moved on way too fast. I think she moved on way too fast. And I think I don't think it's going to be too much longer before we find out that she got a relationship with another man somewhere. There's something going on somewhere. And I think if they dig really deep, there's a good chance that that relationship existed before Twitch died. Yeah, that's right. I said it. I said it. I think if they dig deep enough, they're going to discover that Twitch's wife knew the guy that she's currently in a relationship with prior to his death. If that was the case, would that change anything? Would that change your mind? I'm not buying it, fam. Look, here's the thing, family. The wife could be perfectly innocent. She could be. She might be perfectly innocent. I might have this thing painted all wrong. But based on my years and years of investigative work, my years of studying crime and complex murder cases and death cases involving people who are in relationships, something just don't seem right to me about this case. It don't seem right. And I have known people who have been involved in or accused of foul play in regards to their spouses ending up dead, and they distanced the children from their in-laws. I know of cases like that. This just seems a little off to me. As I said, she could be perfectly innocent. She might be perfectly innocent, but it just don't seem right to me. It's watching how she moved, the things that she say, her reaction, even when she did her 2-minute video and she was talking to everybody, it seemed like she was trying to squeeze out some tears. Like, you know, when people trying to act like they're crying, they're trying to get that moment to where a tear's supposed to come out. It's certain things that you do when you're trying to cry, or when you're about to cry and a tear actually comes out. Tear didn't come out. The tear didn't come out. You know, like when you get to like this, like, boom, a tear's supposed to come. Certain little move, boom, tear come down. It ain't gonna not come out. It's gonna be automatic, especially when you lose somebody that you really, really love, man. The tears gonna match those expressions. The water in your eyes, you ain't got to have them dropping, but that eye gonna water up. You can't control it. You can't control it. Salt and Pepper Natural says, why do black men act shocked? We ain't shocked. I ain't shocked. I'm just having a conversation about what happened. That translates to you as shocked? I'm looking at her responses and I'm reacting to her responses. I'm reacting, and it ain't shock, because I've seen a whole lot worse. A whole lot worse. And I'm not shocked about the response either. I'm not shocked about the lack of interest in the case being solved. I'm surprised about the lack of interest in the case being solved in regards to how people are reacting on social media. Because typically social media be all over something like this. They'll be all over this, but they wasn't. I was one of the few people, when it went down, I was like, nah, that's off. Day one, go back and look at the video. Look up Twitch. Go find my video, one of my videos what I'm talking about. Look it up. I was one of the few people from day one who said, nah, something off about this. That ain't right. That ain't right. Something's off. Yeah. I'm with DeAndre on this. DeAndre Rose. I'm with DeAndre. DeAndre is Twitch's brother. I'm with DeAndre on this. Something ain't right, man. Something's off. I think she moved on too fast. I just think she, and look, fam, out of respect, I wouldn't move on. If I had a situation like that, I wouldn't move on that fast, out of respect for the family. I just wouldn't, out of respect for the family, you know, like it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. And, you know, I know people who have gotten married 1 week after their spouse was killed or died. 1 week later, already married, already living. You got some people who are already living with their new boo before a spouse gets killed or dies. So I'm not with that, man. Now show some respect and have some dignity for your damn self. Have some dignity for yourself. You know? Yeah, I think it's very disrespectful. They say that Allison has been keeping Twitch's mother, away from her grandchildren. The mother seemed to be taking the high road. The mother bought the book, actually bought the book on Amazon and celebrated buying the book and everything. But allegedly, Allison has ghosted the mother with the kids. Won't even let Twitch's mother see her grandchildren. That's all she got. That's all the mother got, to remind her that her son was here. And she won't even let the mother see her grandchildren. Y'all still gonna ride for something like that? Y'all still gonna roll with that? Come on, man. Nah, man, I ain't with that, man. I'm not with that. I'm gonna let grandma have a relationship with her grandchildren. And the grandchildren need that relationship too. Because all of us, if we look back at our relationships with our grandparents, or at least most of us, have great experiences with our grandparents. We have great memories with our grandparents. Why rob those children of that experience out of my own selfishness? Just because I got a gripe, I'm going to deny the children? I'm not built like that, man. I'm not with that. I'm not with that at all. It was the grandmother who brought Twitch in the world, who facilitated, first and foremost, Twitch's birth. So she is directly responsible for his existence. Without grandma, Twitch wasn't even alive to fall in love with her and procreate with her and give her those beautiful kids she had. That's grandma direct blood in those babies. Why deny the grandmother? The grandmother seemed like a very respectful lady, seemed like a very dignified woman. Why deny those children access to their grandmother? Yeah, I'm not with that. I'm not with that at all. And I get it, fam. I get it. Sometimes people are suicidal and no one notices. I get it. So it is possible for someone to hide it. That is possible. I get it. But what I don't get is the wife's reaction. I don't get the wife's reaction. You can't hide that. I guess you could. But she didn't. Can't hide that. She wasn't able to hide that. I've always felt strange, like something didn't add up in this case. The children need their whole family, not just their mother. They need their family so they can have those experiences. She shouldn't rob those children of those experiences and their memories with their grandmother or even their uncle, because she got a personal gripe. And I'm going to tell you something else, fam. I think it's very strange that she waited until the next morning to walk into a police station. Why didn't she call 911 the same day? Why didn't she call 911 the same day? A few hours after he left without his car. And he wasn't answering his cell phone. How could she even sleep knowing that her husband is missing? Family, talk to me. Talk to me. Y'all don't find that strange? She waits, her husband is missing. He left his car behind. He's not answering his phone. But she waits the next day to walk into the police station. Oh, come on, fam. She waits on it. Come on, family, talk to me. Her husband, how much sense, how many of you would do that? Your spouse is missing. They left their car behind. They're not answering their phone, but you get a good night's sleep. You wake up the next day and say, still haven't heard from her. I guess I'll go down to the police station. Okay, my husband is missing. Can y'all go check, find out, see what's happening? Come on, fam. Don't make sense. Then for her to ask his family to sign an NDA. Why are you asking a grieving family member to sign an NDA? Where they do that at? You're asking a grieving family member to sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. What was in that agreement that was so important that the family couldn't talk about at will? What was in that agreement? Too many holes in the story, fam, too many holes. No blood found on the scene, no video footage. Walked in the police station instead of calling 911, sending NDAs to the family. No record of the Uber driver he allegedly took to the hotel, who allegedly took him to the hotel. The way they closed the case so rapidly. None of this adds up. None of it adds up. I know I'm not delusional. I'm not delusional. His death absolutely needs to be investigated. And I wish that somebody who has the power in Hollywood, somebody out there who got the power, who got enough courage, enough balls, enough gall, would stand up and put the wheels in motion to reopen that case. Because I bet you $1 to a donut, if they reopen that case and they seriously investigated that case, heads are going to roll. You can talk about how the police won't immediately take you serious when a grown person is missing. They won't take you seriously under normal circumstances. But when you're dealing with a celebrity, you're dealing with somebody who breaks their normal habits, that's different. He's never not answered his phone. He never has left the house without his car and telling me who he's with or who he's going to be riding with. He don't do that. Even if you don't know the law, let me back up. Even if you know that's how the police operate, you will still call 911. Why? Because everybody thinks their pain is different. Everybody thinks their pain is worse than the next person's pain. So you would call, it would be natural for you to call the police anyway. Ain't nobody gonna have a missing spouse, a person who really loved their spouse. Nobody's gonna have a missing spouse who has broken protocol. They're missing. They're not answering their phone. You're gonna be worried to death. You're calling all around. You're calling their friends. That's what I would like to know. Did she call her friends? Did she call his mama? Did she call his brother? Did she make any of those calls? We don't know. Who did she call while looking for him? He missed it. He's not answering his phone. This is a married man with children who dances with his wife every day, who's with his wife all the time. And now he's MIA. The first thing that a normal person would do is call the police. Well, let me back up. Maybe the first thing you do is you start looking like crazy. You're looking like crazy. You're worrying like crazy. One thing about it, you ain't gonna go to sleep and wake up the next morning and decide, well, let me go ahead and call the police. What happens in the dark will come to light. I want to know, did she contact tWitch's family before contacting the police with concerns of him missing? That's what I want to know. And I want to know, why did they close the case so soon? I don't think I've ever seen a suicide case of a celebrity close so damn soon. Did the police talk to the kids? That would be an interesting conversation. I'd like to know that. The wife don't seem to have been shocked by his death at all. That's what I'm saying, fam. I'm gonna go and say it. I'm gonna say it. The wife don't seem to be shocked at all by his death. I'm talking about from the very beginning. This was instantly noticed. From the time she dropped that first statement, and then she came with the video interview, all looked sus. It's people, it's true. People do react differently to grief. So maybe she's doing her best to stay upbeat for the kids. But something's off. Something is off. And I bet you every single person out there who's in the profession of investigating is saying the same thing I'm saying. I bet you it ain't one investigator. It's at least an investigator gonna watch this video. There ain't one investigator out there who would take a look at this case and say, oh, everything's lining up perfectly. Everything looks good. Okay, case closed. No, they said, no, at the very least, such and such should have been interviewed. Or, no, that don't sound right. That don't sound right. That damn sure don't sound right. My gut tells me as an investigator, that case needs to be reopened. That's what a good investigator would do. That's what a good investigator would say. This case needs to be reopened. Why would this woman not want Twitch's family to see his children? Particularly after losing their father. That's just cruel and unusual punishment. That makes no sense. That don't align with the image that Twitch and Allison showed the world. Dancing, all smiles, just teeth every day, teeth, just smiling, teeth. That don't add up. It don't add up. I'm just leave y'all with this, fam. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Sometimes the happiest people in the world are the people who appear to be the happiest people in the world are the most miserable people in the world. No more talk.